We gotta keep that same energy. We gotta keep that same energy with Gervonta Tank Davis that we do with everybody else. And look, man, let me just break this down. I'm gonna tell you this: when Tank Davis fought Ryan Garcia, everybody and their mama was talking about Tank Davis. He's the face of boxing. This man did over 1.5 million buys with Ryan Garcia, 1.2 or something like that. The man did crazy, crazy numbers. Tank is the face of boxing. Tank can't be touched. Tank is the king. Tank is the god. Don't ever talk about Tank. Tank is this. Tank is that. Look at those numbers. Tank can't be touched. And all of these guys that were saying all of that this man was the face of boxing, saying that he couldn't be touched, saying that he's the reason that him and Ryan did over 1 million buys. Hell, Canelo can't come close to him. Can't nobody mess with Tank. This man doing 1 million on his own, knowing damn well that Tank Davis ain't never touched 300,000 buys by himself. But they talking crazy like Tank is some kind of monster, some kind of beast that just does all these massive sales. Let me tell you, Southpaw Boxing 773, the LDBC, 99% of boxing Twitter, boxing TikTok, boxing Instagram, and boxing all over YouTube. All of these guys are out here rodeo riding Tank Davis, talking about he's the face of boxing. These guys are out here spreading lies like they spread their cheeks, talking about this man is the face of boxing. They said he did over 1 million buys. Wait till you see his follow-up. Canelo Alvarez does 550,000 buys with Jaime Munguia. Ryan Garcia does 500,000 buys with Devin Haney. And what does Gervonta Tank Davis do? What does he do? With David Benavidez on the card to help him. How many buys did he do? Rick Glacier came out today and confirmed it. He said he did less than 150,000 buys. So I reported last week that Tank Davis, according to Jedi Gutman, did anywhere between 150 and 220. They're calling the numbers less than 150,000 buys. And this is your face of boxing? This is your king? This is the guy? This guy can't sell a damn wing dinner, but you sitting up here calling him the face of boxing? Are you serious? This guy? I'm sorry, I had to dedicate a live just for Tank Davis. This don't make any sense. This guy is the face of boxing who did less than 150,000 buys with David Benavidez's help. But you're calling this man the face of boxing. You're calling this man greatness. You're saying this man is the truth. Come on now. This is the same Tank Davis that does a backflip after beating a cherry pick. Every time he fights, this man does a backflip, runs around the ring like he just beat a top pound-for-pound elite killer. And then he got the nerve to call himself the face of boxing. It doesn't make any sense. Body Bag says Tank shuts the refrigerator doors with his hips and says, boop. I mean, look, I don't know why Tank don't sell. Maybe it's because he paints his fingernails. Maybe but he wears the same purse as my grandma. I don't know why. I don't know why Tank only sells 150,000 pay-per-view, but I can't tell you why. What I can tell you is Tank is nowhere near the face of boxing. It's okay to be a Tank fan. It's okay to like Tank Davis. It's okay to support Tank. This man ain't no damn face of boxing. I mean, damn, anything to hate on Canelo, to call this man a face of boxing? Canelo's at the Super Bowl. Canelo has his fights on Disney Plus. Canelo Alvarez is doing things you can't believe. Canelo's on the Forbes list time after time after time. Canelo's getting $100 million deal with the PBC, while Tank Davis is struggling to get a $5 million guarantee with the PBC. But we're sitting up here calling Tank the face of boxing because he paints his fingernails, because he wears a purse, because he's a guy that cherry picks and looks good in those fights. He ain't never fought an A-level fighter. But we want to sit up here and praise this man? It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. My brother Edgar Moreno says, the madness has no limits with these guys. He's absolutely right. It has no limits. I mean, how you doing backflips and slapping your own ass at the same time when you know you ain't the face of boxing? The biggest fight of Tank's career was against his baby mama. That was it. That was it. But you call me a hater when I tell you the truth. You call me a hater when I tell you the truth. That's what we're talking about. This guy fought Mario Barrios, but we sit up here talking about him like he's a killer. What are we talking about here, man? Mario Barrios wasn't no world champion when Tank fought him. What are we talking about? Stop sitting. See, look, I'm going to tell you this. Everybody that's sitting up here, look, first off, let me get a Tank supporter. Is there anybody in the crowd that support Tank Davis? Because I need to talk to you right now. Is there anybody? Show me somebody, put a comment in the chat if you support Tank Davis. Let me see if there's anybody in here. Because I got to make sure that this delusion is checked. I got to make sure. Okay, Untouchable Raider. I am a Tank fan. Now, Untouchable Raider, let me ask you this. Do you believe Tank Davis is the face of boxing? Is there anybody that believes Tank Davis is the face of boxing? This man can't sell a wing dinner. He can't sell a wing dinner. Southpaw boxing. I'm going to tell you this. Can Tank Davis sell? Come on, somebody talk to me. Is Tank Davis the face of boxing? Thank you. He's not the face of boxing. This is what I'm saying. Now, all those tank lovers and all those guys, I don't know how those guys talk. I don't know how those guys aren't exhausted from riding Tank Davis all day. All you guys have been doing is riding Tank Davis all day. How do you have any energy left? These are the type of dudes that ride a bike with no seat. I mean, that's what you're the type of man that ride a bike with no seat. If you sitting up here calling Tank Davis the face of boxing, this man is not no face of boxing. And here's the worst thing about Tank. He finally gets an interesting fight with Loma that might happen. It ain't done, but it might happen. And you have to wait 5 to 7 years for this man to get old before you have the nuts to take the fight. If this was anybody else, people would be having a fit. But since it's Tank, they praise him. They give him a hug. They say, great job. I love your purse, Tank. You're fantastic. Come on, man. Tank Davis don't want no smoke at 140. Move back down to 35 because Mario Barrios had left the division. When Mario Barrios leave the division, Tank Davis said, well, I'm going to go back to 35. That's what he did. You remember Tank Davis said years ago, oh, I'm going to fight Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor was a world champion for years. Tank Davis never took the fight. Come on, man. And I'm going to tell you this. I like Tank. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's talented. I think he can beat a lot of these guys. The problem that I have with Tank is that he taints his own wins. If he wanted to be great, he would have fought Lomachenko 5 or 6 years ago. If he wanted to be great, he would have fought Ryan Garcia without a rehydration clause, without a catch weight, without any of that. That's what we're talking about. If Tank really wanted to show us he was that dude, why'd you fight him with a catch weight and a rehydration? If you wanted to show me you were that dude, why wait 5 to 6 to 7 years to fight Lomachenko? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. And this guy turning backflips after stopping Frank Martin? Another 30-year-old virgin? Come on, man. Untouchable Raider says, I'm a big Tank fan, but he is not the face of boxing. I went to a party and they were showing the fight and these girls and guys were saying he's the face. Let me tell you why the girls were saying he's the face. One, because Tank Davis has the same lipstick, the same purse, and the same fingernail polish as half the chicks in the room. That's why they can relate to Tank Davis. Now, the guys that are relating to Tank Davis, those guys are casual boxing fans that are probably virgins that can't get no woman, and they're trying to impress women. So, I like Tank. You know. Look at his resume. Who was Tank for? Oh, he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz. Leo Santa Cruz was like Triple G. He had power in the chin and all of this. Leo Santa Cruz was Triple G. It don't make any sense. So now all of a sudden, Leo Santa Cruz It's Roy Jones Jr. It's Triple G. It's Dimitri Bivol. It's Anthony Joshua. Leo Santa Cruz is now the God. Come on, man. Because whoever Tank fights, they're going to praise him. They're going to put him up on a pedestal. They're going to call him the best that ever did it. Oh, they're Hall of Famers. They're great. Come on, man. And if you say anything different, oh, you're a hater. You're a hater. I don't know why you're hating on Tank. I don't know why you're hating on Tank. I don't know why you're don't talk about Tank like that. Don't talk about Tank like that. And look, here's a problem. And I just want to say this. Shout out to Supreme. Shout out to Edgar Moreno. And shout out to Cosmic Creation. Shout out to Melvin Bailey. Shout out to JRG. Shout out to Hit Kid. Shout out to Body Bags. And I'm going to tell you guys this real quick. I'm going to tell you guys something funny. And I don't even mean to change the topic. But Devin Haney, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this guy. Devin Haney is the biggest coochie in the sport of boxing, and I don't care what nobody says. This man petitions to get his O back. This man lost in that ring, got his ass whooped. Here's another problem that I have with Devin Haney. This man literally shit his pants against Ryan Garcia. If you go back and watch the fight, the man shit his pants in that fight. I've never been dominated like that before. This was a cherry pick gone wrong. Even if you like Devin Haney, you got to be disgusted that he tried to cherry pick Ryan and he got his cherry popped. This man got reminded of being at Diddy's house. This is what we got. This is your king. Devin Haney's your king. A man that shits himself when he gets hit. Come on, man. I remember DAZN had an interview and they were saying, Haney, would you like to fight Boots? Would you like to fight Budge? Who would you like to fight, Devin? I'd like to fight Mario Barrios. So you willing to go to welterweight for Mario Barrios, but you're not willing to go to welterweight for Boots. You're not willing to go to welterweight for Budge because you know you're not only going to shit your pants, you're going to go to sleep. That's what we're talking about. I don't respect any boxer that shits his pants. He's been a weight bully. This man comes in against Vasyl Lomachenko, gets outboxed, loses the fight, and you come in 30 pounds heavier than this man. You come in as a super middleweight, and mind you, Lomachenko's already small for the division. What are we talking about? Devin Haney. Devin, I shit my pants Haney. If you're a fan of that guy, if you're a fan of Devin, I shit my pants Haney, you are a dumbass because there's no explaining that. There's none. Body Bag says they saying Tank's more accomplished than T.O. So I'm going to explain you this. T.O. has beaten the number one fighter at 35 and 40, back-to-back divisions, a lineal 2 divisions, 2-weight world champion. And I'm going to tell you this. You can hate on T.O. all you want. T.O.'s a Hall of Famer, has a better resume than Tank right now. It's not even a discussion. Mario Barrios don't do shit compared to what Teofimo's done. And Teofimo, unlike Tank Davis, was not a pussy and decided to fight Lomachenko years ago. That's the problem. He fought him years ago. See, Tank Davis, look, I would pick Tank Davis over Devin I shit my pants Haney any day of the week. And that's just my opinion. Hit Kid, he says, Loma gonna beat Tank's maker and it will be sweet. I'm going to tell you this, man. You can never count out Loma in any fight because Loma's a beast. He's a monster. But the only reason Tank Davis is even entertaining this fight is simply because Lomachenko has gotten older. Lomachenko is not as young as he used to be. Lomachenko is already contemplating retirement. That's why Sugar Tank Davis is talking about this. I mean, we know the kind of guy Tank is. We know this guy. He's probably sucking on Leonard Ellerby's titty somewhere. We know what Tank is doing. We know what he's doing. Come on, man. Salute to my brother Alberto. Salute, family. Much love and respect. And I'm going to tell you this, man. This is the problem that I have. It's the problem that I have. I just hate guys who pump up fighters. I absolutely despise it. I absolutely despise it. I hate guys who say Tank Davis is the face of boxing. This man did one pay-per-view where Ryan Garcia carried the load, and they called him the face of boxing. I hate it when Devin Haney said he was the face of boxing, trying to cherry pick Ryan Garcia, got into the fight, then he shit his pants. Now all of a sudden, he cheated. Oh my God, you shit your pants. And you want me to believe you're undefeated? What are we talking about? Dude fought George Kambosos and thought he was the best fighter in the world. Dude walking around talking about I'm the best fighter in the world. I'm pound for pound. Because you beat George Kambosos twice? Are you serious? Are you serious? Overhyping these fighters. It don't make sense. Stop it. Stop it. These guys aren't great fighters. They're just giving out cookies. No matter what. Come on, man. This shit don't make no sense. Untouchable Raider says, wait till you meet Tank fangirls. They be saying some crazy stuff at the mansion parties. This one girl said she became a big Tank fan after he beat Garcia. And, you know, that's the worst thing. They say, I'm a Tank fan now after he beat Ryan, but they don't know nothing about a catch weight. They don't know nothing about a rehydration clause. I'm a big fan of Tank. He just beat Frank Martin. Who the fuck is Frank Martin? Who is Frank Martin? Who is Frank Martin? Frank Martin, old mama, don't know who the hell he is in the sport of boxing. What are we talking about? I mean, come on. My brother Dio says Haney will knock out Tank at 140. Don't at me. Oh my God. I know this got to be a joke. I know this got to be a joke. There's no way that he believes Devin, I shit my pants Haney would knock out Tank Davis. The only people Devin Haney is knocking out is the audience because everybody goes to sleep watching him fight. This man is either shitting his pants or fighting a nobody. That's all Devin Haney does. And he needs to be a super middleweight to get a decision. You need to be a super middleweight to get a decision, and this is your king? A man who shits his pants when he gets touched? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. This guy's despicable. You're going to get on here and rodeo ride this man. Devin, he says, Kai has me pound for pound number 4 and says Canelo's not Hall of Famer and I am. And this is why I hate guys like Kai. This is why I hate those garbage channels. Oh, Devin's a pound for pound fighter after he shit his pants. After the man shit his pants. And it's the same guy who said, oh, Canelo's not pound for pound, not Hall of Famer. But yet then why does Devin Haney come up to Canelo? Sir, please, can I get a picture with you? Why did Tank Davis? If Tank Davis is the face of boxing, why does he come up to Canelo Alvarez begging for a picture in his locker room? And I'm going to tell you what's funny. This is how you know the face of boxing. Tank Davis comes to the Jaime Munguia fight with Canelo, goes backstage, takes a picture with Canelo, smiles, takes another one, takes his hat off, all happy to be in a room, just to be in the presence of Canelo. Then Tank Davis fight Frank Martin. Canelo's nowhere near to be found because he don't give a shit. Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Tank Davis goes to his fights. Canelo don't go to that trash. What are you talking about? He wipes his ass with tickets to Tank Davis fights. What are we talking about? We got to keep the same energy. Devin, I shit my pants, Haney. Come on now. I'm sorry, man. We got to keep the same energy with these dudes. Edgar Moreno says, Haney is exposed. He won't fight anyone dangerous anymore. No more paydays. Stank will fight his baby mama on pay-per-view before he takes a real fight. And the fight that I want is Tank Davis fighting another prime, undefeated, young, hungry fighter. A guy where it's truly a 50-50 fight. Not where you got an old fighter in the ring or a fighter at some disadvantage. No, I want to see you fight a guy on a level playing field that's young, hungry, strong, undefeated, and truly talented. That's what I want to see from Tank Davis. I don't want to see these setup fights. I don't want to see this shit. I want to see it where you don't have an advantage and you go in there and you find a way to win. That's what I want. But right now, Tank Davis, like his whole career, cherry picks fights, strategically waits guys out and lets them get old or beat up or whatever. And then he'll say, okay, now I'll take the fight. But if a guy is young, hungry, dangerous, ain't no way Tank want that smoke. I'm going to tell you this. And Devin, I shit my pants, Haney. This man ain't finna fight no boots. He's not finna fight. He's trying to get Mario Barrios on a quick, easy fight. You remember Devin Haney says, "Oh, I'm not gonna fight in any particular weight classes because he's a fucking weight bully and he's gonna cherry pick from weight class to weight class, from fight to fight. He's gonna go where the easy fights are. He's not gonna risk his ass yet again. You think this man want to be on tape again, shitting his pants? Do you think that's what Devin Haney wants? No. That man disappeared after that fight. We know. My brother Mike Trades. Salute to you, Mike. He says, yo, Nuke, you see the showbiz, the adults saying Tank Davis is one of the greatest fighters that ever lived for beating Frank Martin, but then he stays hating on Canelo. And this is what I'm saying. I give showbiz his credit sometimes, but this is what I don't like about showbiz, the adult. And listen up. And if showbiz, you're listening, I need you to listen to this, showbiz. I need you to listen. Showbiz, how are you not exhausted from all that dick riding you doing with Tank Davis? How are you not exhausted? How are you not? Showbiz the adult is the type of dude that got a Tank Davis tramp stamp right above his asshole. That's what he is. And you can tell him I said it. Showbiz, the smoke is open. You big, ugly, frog eyes ass. And look, I'm going to tell you this, Showbiz. I'm going to tell you this. Tank Davis, one of the greatest fighters that ever lived, for beating Frank Martin. But Canelo ain't shit. Canelo is nothing. Canelo is nothing for going undisputed at 168. I mean, yeah, he's ducking this guy, ducking that guy. His legacy's in jeopardy. What fucking legacy does Tank Davis have? You can't switch up. You got to be consistent. You got to keep the same energy. And Mike, mind you this, Mike, this the same showbiz the adult. If you search his videos, this the same showbiz who said Tank Davis is the face of boxing. Now tell me, is he talking about Tank still the face of boxing after these numbers have come out and have been confirmed through two sources? Is he still the face of boxing, doing less than 150,000 buys? Is that still the face of boxing? Be consistent. Be consistent. That's what we're talking about. Be consistent. That's what I don't like about showbiz. Not just that he looks like a frog, not just that his eyes look like he's from A Bug's Life. No, not because of none of that shit. Because he got to be exhausted from all that dick riding he doing with Tank Davis. I mean, this man panders to the dumbest boxing fans. These guys ain't even boxing fans. These guys are Tank Davis dick riders. And I'm sorry, I just got to say it. Rose Maverick, he says, Devin, the booty man, lose because P. Diddy plugged him. And look, I mean, it makes me really believe it, because after Haney got hit, he shit himself that your asshole was loose. Ain't no way them cheeks supposed to spread like that. Don't make no sense. He said, just joking, my brother. I enjoy these live streams. Even if Loma drops Tank, they will still rob him of a decision. If Loma wins, we slapping South Paul Mama. Salute to you, my brother. And that's how I know ain't nobody that crazy. Salute to you, family. Much love and respect. The Amazing Two said, quit the disrespect. Tank the face. He knocks out everyone. Now I'm going to ask you this. What prime pound-for-pound fighter is Tank knocked out? In the words of Keith Sweat, nobody. He's not knocking out no killers. He's not doing it. That's the problem. And this is one of the biggest Tank meat riders that is. But I like him on the channel because I love to expose his dumbass every 10 minutes. He's like the kid in class that don't seem to know how to read. It don't make any sense. My brother Clavo, salute to you, family. He says, Tank's patience has finally paid off. He got elevated to a world champion, and he patiently waited for Lomachenko to get close to retirement in order to unify for the first time in his fat-ass career. Think about that. This is the truest statement I've ever heard. The truest statement I've ever heard. This man was gifted a belt. That's right, he was gifted a belt. And then he waited out Lomachenko to try to unify for the first time in his entire career. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. This is why I respect Clavo. This is it. And don't forget, we going live tomorrow too. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm opening up the panel tomorrow. But I'm going to tell you this, man. I'm going to tell you this, man. This shit don't make any sense. This don't make any sense. Hold on. Hold on. Somebody left an interesting comment, and I got to do it. Hold on, because this guy, I've never seen another man leave a comment like this for another man. You would think that this is a joke. Quit the disrespect, IBFP. Don't talk like that, IBFP. Don't talk about showbiz like that, IBFP. You finna hold showbiz nuts? Sam says showbiz channel is better than any boxing panel, period. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Sam. Then why the fuck you on my show? Why you on my show if showbiz the best? Why you over here? Why you over here? Explain that to me. You should be over there rodeo riding that man. Why are you got your stinking ass over here with the landlord? Because this the only place you're going to get the truth. Because if you believe Tank Davis the face of boxing, you need to be subscribed to Showbiz the Adult. If you believe Tank is the face of boxing, doing 150,000 buys, getting a $5 million guarantee, never been on Forbes, never been to the Super Bowl, begging Canelo for pictures, but that's your face of boxing, then you need to take your stupid ass over there to Showbiz the Adult. Leaving comments like this gets you body bagged. That's what it does. Because anybody stupid enough to believe that narrative, you're a dumbass. Anything Showbiz tell you come lick his asshole, you're gonna get on your knees. This the kind of man you are. You sit up here gargling this man's nuts. Don't make any sense. You're a grown man. Yeah, your mama would be disgusted with you right now. What's wrong with you? Come on, man. Talking crazy. These guys right here, you can't even believe the words they come out of their mouth. He's better than everybody. Don't talk about showbiz. Well, get in his lap then, pussy. My brother Supreme, the one and only Supreme 174, he says, amazing to stay smoking crack. Tank is the face of cherry picking. That's it. And if anybody can't see that Tank Davis is the face of cherry picking, if anybody can't see that Tank waits out fighters, if anybody can't see that Tank can't sell a wing dinner, even with David Benavidez on his undercard, don't ever sit up here and tell me anything about boxing because you don't know shit. You don't know shit. Oh, man. These guys right here. Look, I guess Tito want to be cherry. He want to be cherry picked himself. Tito says, what? I love Canelo, but he cherry picks. So explain this to me, Tito. Explain this to me. How did Canelo Alvarez become a 4-weight world champion undisputed within a year if he's cherry picking? Go. How do you beat 3 prime undefeated world champions in less than a year, but you cherry picking? Go. You have all 3 unification fights in less than a year, but you cherry picking? Go. See, that's the problem with Tito. You can't explain it. Now you look stupid. Now you look stupid. Hold on. And Sam's back. He said, Showbiz doesn't even know you exist. Meanwhile, you know a lot about him and making him richer. Hold on. He don't know I exist, but you do. But you over here meat riding me. You over here waving pom-poms for Showbiz. You like to shit your pants if Showbiz comes on here and gets body bagged. What are you talking about? What type of man brags on another man's pocket? Oh, man, he got a big dick. So you talking about another man's junk? You talking about how big another man's junk is? Man, you stupid, Sam. Oh, yeah, he can slay all the chicks. So you talking about a man's dick. You talking about his pockets. You talking about you want to be him. This is what you want to be. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, his dick be swinging in the wind. Sit your dumb ass down, Sam. Sitting up here bragging on another man. And you got me messed up thinking I'm finna brag on another man. Look at this. He said it. This man is disgusting. And you cannot make this up. Oh, my God. What's with this guy? Sam, you disgust me. You filthy animal. What's wrong with these guys? These guys are disgusting. You guys are disgusting. Sam, you're done. I can't deal with you no more, Sam. Leave whatever comment you want. I can't even acknowledge you no more. I've never seen a bigger dick rider than this. It just don't get no bigger than that. I'm done with Sam. I can't deal with him no more. I just can't. I'm going to let Hit Kid get him. I'm going to let Supreme get him. I'm going to let Clavo, Edgar Moreno. I'm going to let somebody else get this guy. But make sure you show up tomorrow because we roasting your ass again. Daniel Hernandez says, Nuke, real question, no bias. In your opinion, why is the reason you think Canelo started getting all the hate? I don't understand. Much love, brother. I'm going to tell you why Canelo started getting all the hate. I'm going to be 100% honest with you, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because Canelo Alvarez, are you ready for it? Canelo Alvarez is not black. That's it. There's a narrative in boxing that supports black fighters primarily, and pretty much any fighter of any other ethnicity gets hated on. Canelo Alvarez is not black. He gets hate. Inoue, Inui from Japan, he's not black. He gets hate. Meanwhile, Tank Davis gets more love on social media platforms, podcasts, and mainstream media. And yet he's fought nobody. But Canelo and Inui can put in all this work when all these divisions sit on the pound-for-pound list, work their ass off, and they put Tank on the pound-for-pound list for beating Frank Martin. Think about that. Think about how two non-black fighters had to work their ass off to get on that list, while Tank Davis, a black fighter, gets shown black privilege for beating Frank Martin, and now he's listed on all these pound-for-pound lists. I'm sorry, that's the truth. Whether you want to hear it or not, that's the truth. It's a favoritism and it's a bias that Tank Davis is getting. It is completely unfair. And that's the truth. I'm sorry, everybody won't say it. I mean, you even got guys like Showbiz the Adult, who's a black commentator, who said that Tank Davis is one of the greatest generational fighters for beating Frank Martin, a guy who ain't did shit. So once again, I'm explaining to you, this guy ain't never been a world champion, but he's one of the greatest fighters for beating that guy. Think about that. There's a racial bias to this. And anybody don't see that is stupid. I'm sorry, that's a fact. And that's what's so sad about it, because guys like Loma get hated on for years. Inoue gets hated on. Canelo gets hated on. All these guys get hated on. I remember they were saying Tyson Fury's garbage and Wilder's going to knock him out in one round. And then after Fury destroyed him, they said he cheated again and again and again. Because if you're not black, you don't get the same love and favoritism that everybody else does. That's it. The Amazing Two says, trust, I will get on this live tomorrow and debate all y'all haters. I actually pull, unlike the IBFP, I pull real women. I don't pull trans like you haters. So I'm going to tell you this. This is Amazing Two. This the same guy. He's the biggest Tank Davis fan. I've had this guy on my live before, and he refused to click the link. So we'll see if he clicks the link tomorrow. Sam, click the link. The Amazing Two, click the link. I got Hit Kid, Clavo, Edgar Moreno. I got a huge panel ready for you guys. But here's the problem with this guy. He said, why would you get on here and we're talking about Tank Davis, and the first thing you get on here and start, I actually pull real women, unlike you guys in the IBFP. You insecure? That's how I know you ain't got no hoes. I know you ain't getting no vagina. You ain't getting no coochie. You ain't getting no nothing. You sitting up here talking about what you pull. You don't pull shit. This guy, let me find out this guy talking about he be pulling the baddest bitch. This guy, the fat bitch slayer, talking about he's pulling all these bad women. Oh, they look good. These are models. These number a bunch of fat bitches eating Cheetos, walking around. Man, sit your ass down. Make sure you show up tomorrow to get body bagged. Come on, man. Look, we're going to keep the same energy. If we don't do nothing else, we're going to keep the same energy. And I'm sorry, Showbiz. Listen, Showbiz the Adult, I apologize if I have to body bag you, but it's nothing personal. It's just business. You said Tank Davis was a great fighter. You said he's the face of boxing. You did all that meat riding. Well, come on here and explain yourself. You're welcome to it. I dropped the link, and you can put the eyes back to the back of your head. Because we're going to keep the same energy. My brother Edgar Moreno said, I can't make it tomorrow, Nuke. The madness is endless. That's right, my brother. Salute to you, my brother Edgar Moreno. We will definitely have you on some other time, because that's my brother from another mother. And look, I'm going to tell you this. This is the funniest thing about everything. It's the funniest thing about everything. Devin Haney, supposed to be a great fighter, but he shit his pants when he fought somebody his actual size. You know, Tank Davis is a pound-for-pound fighter for beating Frank Martin. There's a huge bias in the sport of boxing, and it's disgusting, and I'm disgusted with it. And look, let me just be honest and unbiased. I'm going to just be honest and unbiased, and I'm going to say this. Men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.